We have blessings as Americans that you and I and everybody else here do not deserve.
The parades, fireworks, barbecues, all good ways to celebrate America's independence. But many students of history, not the kind being taught in public schools these days, know we should also be taking time to thank God for the miracle of our founding and freedom.
I think one of the things that America needs most is to recognize that again, because the hysterical air to our politics right now, that feeling that we have chaos and no one knows what to expect and no one's in charge and people are hysterical and shouting at each other, I think that would calm down a little bit if people would remind themselves of what all our founders believed, that God is in charge and that there is a plan for America. And it's not a plan that was laid out in a corporate boardroom or in the Congress of the United States or even by our great founders. Because here's the interesting thing. A lot of people say, well, yeah, America clearly wasn't an accident. It was by design. But people say the founders were the designers, except the founders themselves, and I make this point very strongly in the book, the founders themselves all believed they were the instruments of the great design, not its authors.
Michael Medved is a radio show host and political commentator. He's also the author of The American Miracle, Divine Providence and the Rise of the Republic. He notes that our founding leaders believe profoundly in divine providence.
And that's why providence and God are mentioned very prominently in the Declaration of Independence. It concludes with the words, with a firm reliance on divine providence. And they all believed that there was a plan for America.
Mr. Medved points out that the history lessons in American classrooms today teach guilt when they should be teaching gratitude.
We need to remember the incredible causes for gratitude that we live, and not to try to impose as much our will on history as to do what Bismarck said and listen to God's footsteps and to see what his plan is and how we can take part in it.
Michael Medved is the author of The American Miracle, Divine Providence and the Rise of the Republic.